All right. I hope everything is working properly. I'm committed to get my stuff to update. So doesn't seem to be losing frame now. So like everything. Good. So while I was gone, I think the international number was updated. But again, this is why I keep telling people. It took a week for these numbers to be completed. So that means we still have more numbers to come in. And look, here, this is what. Look how different the it is here to here. Like, this is what I tell people: international numbers do not come in the day of. They take a while to come in. Like, look, they take a while to come in. They don't come in that day or in time. So also, if you look at these numbers, it's already close to Sonic 3. So that means Sonic 3. People was like, Sonic 3 in second place. And that was short lived. It wasn't gonna stay second place. But yeah, this is why I tell people, you have it take it it's the international number is not gonna come in. Anyway, so before I was gonna say it made 370 million. Now it's like over 434 million. Mind you, again, numbers are still being calculated. Oh, that's why sometimes when you go to the bottom and you look at the data, you see this. It's in blue. I mean, it's not being fully calculated. You see stuff like this where the last digits, any of these last digits are just 000, uh, that means it's still being calculated. But anyway, we look at the numbers. First of all, Mufasa's still in theaters. It's on its way out. It's on its last leg. This is showing you how many days it have left. This is probably the last week. Last yesterday, Moana 2 was on 30. See, gonna go all the way down. Mufasa was on 30. Yesterday, Moana 2 was on Thursday, and it was pulled from theaters Thursday. Thursday was the last day for Moana 2. I kid you not. Sonic 3 came out after Moana 2, and it was pulled before Moana. He was like, yeah, Sonic 3 was better. I'm like, people still hate on Moana 2, saying they didn't like it and everything. I'm like, I don't care what you think. The numbers show people like that movie. That's what the data show. Again, now, the reason I bring up Moana is I'm going to compare this to this. Could they do the same? I don't know. It could make the Minecraft move could make a billion. Wait, it could make a billion. Right now, we don't know where it's going to end because again, this is why. Look how far it dropped week over week. Again, this is pretty average for movies. Now, again, it's in green. It's haven't been fully calculated. We don't know where it will end up, but a 60% drop is standard. So that's why it's hard to see where moves are gonna go. Now, we could say that same thing about Mufasa, but then we saw it actually took a bump up during this time. So again, hard to calculate. Sometimes movies get a bumped up, sometimes they don't. It's uh, during the holiday time, you can always see it sporadic up or down. It's hard to it's hard to say which way it's gonna go. But yeah, one or two has finally been pulled from theaters. Yeah. And this is another reason why it's hard to say. Cause look at what Moana 2 did. Came out on Wednesday. The week after it saw a massive drop, 90%. 90% drop, and people will call and say it's gonna flop, it's not gonna do that well. But by the time it hit that 90%, look at where it was. This is just domestically. Yeah, this is just domestically. Look at where it was. You say, oh no, as soon as it wasn't a good move, it's gonna flop. then it saw a big massive jump up, and then it just had it just kept going and going and going until finally it was pulled. Because again, you get this low, it's not gonna. It's cost more to keep it in there than it will make at this point. So they just pull it. And this is why I tell people you have to be watch. Look out for this. Even though it took a 90% drop week over week, the first Wednesday, again, it still had, and it just kept going. It didn't saw so many times when it went up, down, back up, down. This is why it's hard to say where movies going end up. But for Fossil Lion King, I want to check something, see if this changed, because where is it? They are always off. This is why I say it's not real life. So, will Mufasa Lion King hit 722 million? Don't know yet. It looked like it could with international numbers coming in, but again, this could be the final week for Mufasa. But again, a lot of numbers are so outdated. Some of the numbers just slightly updated. Some of the number updated last updated Monday. Again, I keep telling people the date here can end up being days to a week out of sync with what actually happened. That's why you see a lot of 7 here, even though it's a week later. But yeah, Fossa is I still get fans who say Mufasa lost opening weekend. I have to go to here. Also, I was looking at Devil May Cry earlier. It's confirmed against season 2. Oh no, did it again with Bright. We had a lot of proof that Mufasa. People are still saying, still. I just had somebody who said Sonic 3 made more than Mufasa opening weekend worldwide. And you say, well, see, on Twitter, people said, I don't care what they say. Can't do you have proof? And it was like, well, we sent this and that. I'm like, where is the proof though? Like people's like, and when you look at what they did, the way they did it is they only look at North America, USA number, and only the weekend. Like you limit it down so much where that's how you give Sonic 3 a win. You limit it down to the point where you take it literally around 90 million of Mufasa box office numbers and say uh Sonic 3 1. Like you take that much away, of course you would think your side won when you literally did that. But again, here's it. Domestic box office. I mean USA only. Week weekend domestic box office. When you look at the total numbers, where is it? When they say this is because this is what it had. 1.122 million at the global box office. So when they say number one on Christmas Day, that was a fact. When they say number one on global weekend, that was a fact. Is this the same thing? I guess no. It's global. It's a fact. It's the same from same place, but it's two different order. Again, opening weekend globally. Again, we didn't know this because what we seen that weekend, it was limited because it takes time for the global box office number to come in. It could take days. It could take a full week. Some places, but people were saying that, oh no, Sonic 3 won. Then we find out no, Mufasa won the opening weekend. But when Disney put out, where is it? Put out, oh shit, I had it. When Disney said this, Mufasa. This was not a lie. This is just fact. This is the case. Christmas, Mufasa was number one, and I can't. I always go back to the number. I always look at the data. Box office. Let's go to the data. Christmas date. Look at what Mufasa's number one. This is Christmas Day, so when they said it was true. Sonic is number three, and when we look at overall, Mufasa had more number one days, and Sonic had. I can give Sonic these 5 days. That's it. But people are saying, well, Sonic has beat Mufasa internationally and worldwide opening weekend, and I'm like, can you prove it? They still have yet to prove it. They still saying that Mufasa lost a Sign 3 opening weekend worldwide. And it was like, well, no, if we limit it down to just North America and stuff, I'm like, okay, when you do that, you take out roughly $90 million from Mufasa, and you take out roughly $1 million from Sonic 3. So, of course, if you go that limited and just look at the weekend number, you will think Sonic 3 won, but that's not the case. Again, $122.2 million versus 61 million. Positive Lion King grossed $122 million at the global box office during opening weekend. 122. It's that's it's just there. It's proof. It's been proven. People were saying that Sign 3 won again. Sign 3 top North American box office. This is what I keep telling people. When you look at what they're how they say Sonic 3 won, they only use North America and only the weekend because they North America read. They North American second place during the weekend in North America for a global total. But what did they do? They only look at weekend North America. They don't look at the total. So when I tell them Mufasa actually made more Sonic 3 opening week in worldwide, they was like, "Oh, that's false." But it's proven. Again, there's so many places who said it was out. You can look. You can look at when it was published. Look. That Monday after both movies came out, and I still get people who say Mufasa lost to Sonic. I'm asking them, can you prove it? And they was like, well, see, people say that on Twitter. I'm like, okay, here's what they did on Twitter. They use North America only, and they only use the weekend number. When you look at the total number, Sonic lost. When you look at the total weekend numbers, you would think Sonic won. Because again, this is just the weekend numbers here. And you think Sonic won. But when you look at the week numbers, look, Mufasa was 2 weeks in a row. Weekly box office number, weekend. Did it say Mufasa was the number one movie at theaters 2 weeks in a row, which is we have proof. This is the proof. 2 weeks in a row is number one. For the third week was number one. During that same time, I think it was 7 weeks or 8 weeks. During the same time was number one in the world. Every week. It was like 7 or 8 weeks. And people are saying no, Sonic 3 was number one. And then when Mufasa surpassed the total, people are like, well, no, Mufasa cheated. Like, you can't make this stuff up. If they're winning It's done fairly. If they are losing, it's you must have cheated to win, even though they have no proof. So now, when you look at Minecraft movie, or pull it back up, like I said, you see this, you see a massive drop of 64% here. That's that's how movies always are. But I have to keep telling people they are like Sonic 3 beat Mufasa on Rotten Tomatoes. Minecraft movie looks very similar to Mufasa, don't it? Let me pull up Mufasa's score. Let's see what it was. Huh. This looks similar, huh? Weird. Why does it look so much similar? Oh, I accidentally closed tab. Looks similar. Both did gangbusters. Right there. Right? How are they not getting? This does not matter. The reason this does not matter is this is so few people. And you have to have a verified, which means you have to prove you pay a ticket. When you look at these people, like when you look at just when you look at verified, these are people who have proof they pay a ticket and everything. They actually most of them. I still can't say all of them want to see the movie. But when you look at just this, no proof they pay a ticket. You have no proof. So verify. You see so few numbers, and this is why this doesn't matter. It's so little that you look here, you see 500,000. You look here, you see 5,000. You look here, you see 5,000. But you look at the box office. Look how much they made. Both made. So again, you can't use that. And also look, Mufasa took a 9%, roughly almost a 9% drop, but then went up. So and that was after Christmas. So this is why I tell people this ratings and reviews does not matter. When you look at the total rating and review for 2024, Sonic 3 is not even in the top 10. Or not in the top 10, but it's not even in the top 100 highest rated movies for that year. Why did I have this up? Because so many people saying the movie is bad. So many people saying it's bad. Now they're trying to use it to attack her. But here's the funny thing. Here's the funny thing. Go back before all of this. Gonna go back a week. Going back before all of this, or before the movie even came, before Minecraft movie even came out. What was they saying? Minecraft movie's gonna fail. Because this is what they do. They seen, they saw the Minecraft movie was coming out. And they saw the trailers and stuff, which again, like I said, I was trying to say earlier, trailers do not always mean that is what is going to be on film. They have multiple shots, and sometimes they use the unused shots for trailers. Train wreck got around heat changes too. Minecraft movie's gonna Minecraft movie fail. Minecraft movie is an absolute disaster. Where is it? Minecraft movie was a disaster. what do they do? They this is what they always do. Minecraft, look, Minecraft moves new worse adapted. Look, if it trash, it's gonna fly. I don't know what film they was showing here. Would a Minecraft move flop? No. Miss, again, this is what I'm saying. They use any little thing and they're gonna run with that. Minecraft move is a disaster. There's a lot. The Minecraft move is gonna flop. Prove it wrong. Is the Minecraft move gonna be a big flop? Prove it wrong. Again, they try to ask as if it's a question, knowing if you put question marks to try to skate around what you're trying to say. Minecraft move expected to be a flop. Prove it wrong. That was just a date. Let me see if I can pull that back out. Was that just a day? Domestically? Yeah, that was just a day. One day. That was gonna make one day, and people say that was gonna
We
be.
live in a world of
Oh, people say that was gonna be a weekend. Also, he had no idea what he was talking about. He just talking shit. Minecraft move will probably flop. Change the title, huh? Well, I don't know. Minecraft move will flop. See what I'm saying? Look, this is another one. He said a Minecraft move will be a flop. Ooh, I hit the wrong thing. Look, Minecraft movie disaster. Said this was gonna fly. He was like, Sonic Tree was gonna be the best thing. I'm like, no. Minecraft Trail Backlash. Goofus. This is what I'm telling you. You can see what they're doing. It's being played out again and again and again. Minecraft. I watched this before, but it get played out again and again and again. Where they say the movie, this movie is gonna be a massive flop. It's look bad. It doesn't work out and blah blah. And then the movie turned out to be a hit, and then they was like, oh, but see, what we were saying is the movie is gonna be a massive hit. And I'm like, what? Look, after modern technology, it was. Again, do you see the pattern? And then when they come out and does this, now what they're saying, this now they saying, oh no, they was saying it was gonna flop. Like they do stuff like that. They want stuff to be animated, and like the theaters and stuff are not going animated. They're going more live action, and it working. It's proven to have worked. It's proven to work, and they still don't like it. All the Minecraft movies are far worse. It's already being the other side of movies. Yes, the Minecraft movie is gonna flop. Did it? Did it though? Did it? Again, this is what they do. You see a pattern. Oh, by the way, let me see some. Summary. How much that cost? Roughly, okay. It already hit 2 point. It already hit 1.5. It already hit 2.5. And you know what they're gonna say? Well, it need to hit. It's like they're gonna move the goalpost so much to where it's gonna have they need to hit $1 billion break even though their own goalpost is saying it need to hit 2.5 to break even. By the way, it's 1.5. It's always with 1.5. to make profit and break even. That's always been the case. The people who are saying 2.5 has been moving the goalpost so much that they're now making up. Because again, they forget this another. They forget that a lot of studios, especially like Disney have a marketing team who does all of their marketing videos and stuff. So them doing that cut down costs overall because they don't have to like use. They can take all the stuff they already shot and make it into a video. Instead of trying to back then, a lot of places would do like you have to sit out to another team, make a video. The other team will make a video, and they can charge you a lot of or exorbitant amount. With an in-house team, its costs are less. Oh, well, anyway, that's just how the facts work out again and again and again. So, lastly, Captain America: Brave New World already at 13. Uh, uh, 4 million 13. $413 million. So again, it's already broke even. It's already making profit. And as I keep saying, to break even and make profits, need 1.5. That's the break even point. With 1.5 production budget, it's already at 2.3. You need 1.5 the production budget to break even. That's the break even point. After that, it's the you're in the profit margin. That's how it's always been. Now people keep saying it's 2.5 because they moved the goalposts. Also, let me see some international number not in and the domestic them. I mean, even domestically, it's already over the break even point. It's already made what it cost production cost. So even if you use domestically, at this point with the domestic with internationally, that's more than the production cost. That's more than the marketing cost. Again, that's how the case is. Lastly, well, I'll say lastly, Snow White has slowed down, but we don't know what's gonna happen because again, it keep having little spikes up, and those spikes can it changes a lot of where it can fall in or fall. International number is still not in. With international numbers, this can jump over 100,000. Will it break even? Don't know where it's going. Again, hard to tell where it's going to fall yet. Can it break even? It's a possibility. It can break even. It's a possibility it also can make profit. We also don't know the actual cost. That's another problem. People are saying this, but when I look up at other places, like, well, look here, it had the budget lowered. Also, again, this is another reason why you don't take. Again, I keep saying these. Anybody can post anything on these. Their ratings are not useful at all. It's saying it's saying the budget here is lower than what it's saying here. I'm like, can they go with this because I want to go with this because this one has more up to date information. It's hard to say. So the break even point is $300 at most. Will it make that? Don't know yet. It could end up making that internationally. And you have to remember this. These movies go from here to streaming now. They used to go from movie theaters uh to DVDs and Blu-rays. Now they go from movie theaters to streaming. They still go to DVDs and Blu-ray, but they also add on streaming and stream. A lot of places streaming does well because what was that? It was a movie that came out. I can't remember the name of it. It came out recently. I'm trying to think of the name. It's a movie that came out, didn't do. I know it's Craven the Hunter is one of them where it didn't do well at box office, but when it went to streaming, it did a lot. It actually did really well at on streaming. So it did really well on streaming, and it was a lot of people surprised by that. So it didn't do well at box office, but on streaming, it actually showed that it did really well. In budget. Yeah, then that's kind of interesting how it didn't do well at box office, but on streaming, a lot of people had watched it, and to watch it, you have to buy the movie or rent the movie on the streaming service to watch it. I'm like, huh, that's interesting. Let me pull it up. Third time current action streamer. Netflix. Look how many, look how many views it was. It's getting. It was a second movie. Netflix Craven Horror launch at eighth place and it rose and it went up and down eight, nine. So it went. I remember seeing one time it was like six or seven. It was like six or seven. And to watch this movie, you have to literally buy it. So on streaming, it did fairly well. Trying to find it. So if it flops in theater, but it made it up in streaming. So it's hard to say that it was a failure when they went to streaming. Like Brave Hunt debut on top of Amazon streaming service. Like that's interesting. So what people have been saying about oh, was it Electronic State? I think this was it. I'm trying to think of the movie name. This probably was another one where it didn't do well on at theaters, but it did well on streaming. Yeah, yeah, this was the one I was thinking of. Like 25.2. Oh, my back started it. 25.2 million views on streaming. Even though when it came out, it was people didn't go and watch it at theater. I'm like, what? This caught me off guard because like, huh, what? From what I'm looking at this, I'm like, what if? What if they do this? Take both of these movies and make them into shows. Like instead of like just giving up on them, what if you make them into shows? That can work. Like you can literally do this. The first episode of the show is just a movie. You can literally just say that. The second episode is continuation. Like you could just continue the story from there. Like you don't have to have the same length of the movie, but it's just that's the first episode, just the movie. Then you go from there. It was kind of interesting how this movie didn't do well at theaters, but did well on streaming. Like this is a lot of views. Mufasa came out, had a million views the opening weekend, and it's gonna slowly climb up. Where we end up by the end of the month, it could end up at 10 million views. We don't know right now. This movie, it up at number one. it was surprising how Crave the Hunter ended up number one, and then it beat Electro the Electric State. Like what? That caught me off guard. It added 6 million views. Like that's interesting. But this fell. That's what it fell to fourth place. I mean, in number one place, it probably have 50 million views by now. That's like it's mind boggling. It's just mind boggling how movies sometimes they don't do well in theaters, but they do really well on streaming. So again, so many people were saying so many things. They say Moana 2 was gonna flop, it didn't flop. They say the Minecraft movie was gonna flop, it didn't flop. They say Mufasa was gonna flop, it didn't flop. The only thing they could say might flop, don't know where this will end up, depending on where the numbers actually are. Because again, it's I yes, movie theaters take up to 30% of box office number. That's only at AMD. A lot of other places take 20, 10, sometimes zero, depending on where they are. International and domestic is different, but domestically, I know this for a fact that AMD at the highest it take the most, which is roughly 30% of their box office numbers or money. That's it. That's the highest. Everything else low. Now, where would this end up? It could end up, it could end up making 300 million at the most. We don't know where the international numbers going to end up. It could end up at 300 million for both of them by the end of this. Hard to say. Both of them, sorry, not for both of them, total. And 300 million total. It could end up it could end up 250. Where it will land, don't know yet. But here's another thing: the Snow White movies never really did well like that in theaters. So, and a lot of people saying the worst part of the Snow White movie was Gal Gadot, and I agree with that because I literally seen so many stuff. I'm like, oh, she cannot act. She cannot act. She's a pretty face, but she cannot act. That's all she has, and that's what's annoying because they trying to put on so many stuff and it never work out. Also, before I forget this, if you don't know, game base prices should be 130 to 140. That's how much it costs to make games now. So them charging 90, it's something that they're slowly going up. I expected it was gonna go up in 2 years, but they're likely gonna go up now. Disney, not Disney. Uh, Nintendo always the first one to jump up prices by that much, but you'll see probably in a year or two, a lot of game. Plus, there might be another console to come out. I have to look into more into that. But like they're working on a new console generation. I mean, they always work on a new console generation, but it's like it's coming close to be announced. They're gonna come out with a new console generation. But it's interesting. But even still, look, going on here. One of those days did better than Sonic 3. It had more higher Rotten Tomato score than Sonic 3, but less. I want to forget. It's still in theaters. I think it's been pulled, but it could still be in theaters. Don't know yet. That could be further down. I don't expect to be up here, but has it been pulled? Huh. has a bit pull. Let's see. Box office. Yep, it was pulled last week. Huh. Right. Oh, it was pulled Sunday? That's interesting. They normally pull it on Thursday, but it was pulled on Sunday. Huh. Alright. I guess that's all the time they wanted in theaters. They made 51 million. 2.7 times. So it made back profits. It's interesting how some movies you think this is not a big blockbuster, but again, I'm not going based on if it's a blockbuster or not. Going based off stuff like what did it cost them to make, was profits, did it make 1.5 times the budget production budget to break even? If it did, it's a hit. If it didn't, it's a flop. We don't know where Snow White will end up. It started out strong. It had an opening strong opening week. It made what 90, so it almost double what it made opening weekend. Let me see if I can pull that. It made it double this. It was roughly double this. I can't really pull it up because no one keep total box office numbers out there. But it made roughly um it made over 90 million that opening week total. But that's how movies go. They can have a strong opening and they peter out later on. They can have a lighter opening and then get stronger later on. They can have a like I always go to there's Elemental. That movie had a slow opening, but after a month it just shot up and it made profits. But again, she was talking about how it's crazy. She was like on that whole spiel about how Sonic was being censored and everything. Turned out all of that was a lie. Minecraft movie again. I keep going back to what the Minecraft. They were saying for so long that the Minecraft movie was gonna flop. Did it flop? No. This movie was gonna flop. That's why I keep telling you. When people say stuff like that, you have to be skeptical. You have to start thinking. If they just saying that to be hyperbolic and just blurt out stuff and not actually do any research or not even wait for the movie to come out and show you where it's going to end up? Yes, in most cases, that's the case. Most cases, that is the case. But when you look at overall, it's never worked out for them. Like, there are always some niche searching stands that, okay, well, this movie did well and this movie flopped. Okay, we don't know where any of this is going to end up. Like, also, this, I have to look at it again, but I think this Snow White beat Sonic 3 in Japan, probably in China too. Hong Kong, no, not in Hong Kong. I don't think in Hong Kong, but wow. Let's see. China 14 where is Hong Kong? Wow, they didn't do that well, Hong Kong, but China, where is and I don't see it. Probably not even being calculated yet. That's another problem. Yeah, it's it's been out a while. Still haven't been fully added in. Everywhere haven't been added in. It's been 10 days, but you still see gaps. Anyway, later. Also, I can't believe I still get people who say Sonic 3 beat Mufasa, even though I put out evidence. It it's mind boggling to me how people just deny reality. Later.